have great taste, especially with your radio choice. Thank you for spending a little time with Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Something about a truck. It'll do it. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. Thank you for letting us wake up with you. Don't forget now, an hour from now, we're giving away, what have we got today? We got, a Louisiana Lottery prize pack again.
It's a flurry of fun Louisiana Lottery prize
flurry
pack.
Of fun.
Yeah.
Ticket trivia on the way, 7:15. Of course, this weekend, you might have some out-of-town company in for the holiday. And you're looking for something to do. Well, stand-up comedian Mark Normand, actually a Louisiana homeboy.
Okay.
Bringing his You Don't Say tour to the Strand Theater. He's wrapping up 2023 right here in his home state. They say that he's been selling out shows on the tour, including international dates. Also had his Netflix comedy special debut with Soup to Nuts. And if you're not familiar, we found one of his bits. Obviously, he's a white guy, so you'll need to know that as we go into this, because you don't actually get to see the video through the radio.
I hate the day job. I hate it. I've had so many office gigs. I don't fit in at an office setting. You got to be very PC, very appropriate. I'm not a PC guy. I'm a comedian, you know? Last day job, I was talking to this guy at the front desk. I was delivering the mail, and I was like, hey, man, what's the name of that new guy on the 5th floor, the really tall black guy? And this guy goes, whoa, I don't see color. I was like, really? Did you really just say that? Did that really just come out of your face? So I looked this guy right in the eye, and I was like, hey, man, it's cool. I'm black. And he was like, no, you're not. And I'm like, aha.
Mark Normand, the Strand Theater this Saturday. If you want to get tickets for that, the link to get those, all the info right there in your Kiss Country app. It's Jason Aldean, My Kind of Party. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. And you know, every year I get so excited about all of our involvement with Operation Santa Claus and the cool stuff that we do with that.
Amen.
But when I grow up, I want to be Don Tubbs.
Oh, my gosh. Every year, he just goes above and beyond.
Owner of Tubbs Hardware Cajun Gifts, Benton Road in Bossier City. He's also got the country store in Benton itself. But every year, Don Tubbs gets up bright and early, Christmas morning, leaves that wonderful fire in the fireplace and his family and
his
everything.
Cozy bed.
And he goes to the store. And he does that because he's a Bossier Reserve deputy himself.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. And he said that, you know, he's experienced the Christmas holiday while he was out in his patrol car. And he said, it occurred to me that all these brave men and women are out there working on Christmas. They leave their families and those wonderful meals prepared specifically for that day, only to find themselves in search of something to eat, and nearly every place is closed.
Right.
So from 11 a.m. until 1 o'clock this year, Christmas Day, like he does every year, he and his staff, not just him, he's got staff members that feel really passionate about this as well. They all show up at Tubbs Hardware and Cajun Gifts on Benton Road, and they get around those big green eggs and provide an incredible home-cooked free meal for all law enforcement in Bossier Parish. He calls it Back the Bossier Parish Blue. And it's not just the Bossier Parish deputies or the Bossier City Police. It includes the state police. I mean, if you are in law enforcement in Bossier, and yes, that includes those that work at the jails, you get a free meal.
That's amazing.
And he does remind us that anybody that wants to stop by and drop off other goodies for law enforcement, you are certainly welcome. Could be candy, cards, just a simple thank you to any of those that show up. But Don Tubbs.
Aren't you proud to know him?
Oh, my God. I mean, he's just one of the finest men in the world. And to be able for us to call him friend, well, it just makes us that much better.
911, what's your emergency?
It's Gary in Bristol. If you're not having fun yet, you might need someone to call 911 for you. Kiss Country 93.7.
Kiss Country 93.7, Gary in Bristol. Okay, it's not even Christmas yet, and you're already talking about New Year's stuff, McCoy.
Are you kidding me? I'm already thinking about Mardi Gras. I mean, come on.
Okay, Louisiana Downs, again this year, their gift to all of us for New Year's Eve is a free fireworks show, the only free family-friendly fireworks show for New Year's Eve.
Yay.
It's going to start 9 p.m. New Year's Eve right there at the pavilion or inside the pavilion. They're going to have style entertainment, a bunch of DJs and stuff like that take the stage. They'll entertain the crowd till shortly after midnight, about 12:05, and that's when the pyrotechnics take over. And they say, I mean, this is going to be huge again. It's been incrable years past.
I've been there for New Year's before. It's fun.
And a lot of people will just pack on along the Highway 80 there, or across the street or something.
Guilty. I've done that too.
Me too. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't want to get out of the car, it's warm and stuff. But they say that if you are inside Louisiana Downs, they've got the outdoor racing apron facing the racetrack. You can watch from there, or the second level grandstand inside the facility. Now, they will have beverages available. Drink ticket sales start at 8 o'clock. The bars open at 8:30. Obviously, you got to be at least 21, and they're going to have wristbands to let everybody know, okay, you're okay to buy a drink.
I'm such a kid. I love fireworks. There's just something like magical, nostalgic about them. And yes, gentlemen, that's a great date night.
And I'm assuming that there are no horses in the stables at Louisiana Downs.
That's an assumption. I mean, not everybody can get their horses out of there.
So I'm just wondering, what do the horses think about the fireworks show?
Most horses do not like it.
So horse earmuffs are going on sale on Saturday the 30th.
We actually do have ear puffs for them.
Oh, good.
Hello. Got something to tell Gary and Bristol? Call them at 725-KISS, or you can leave them a voicemail on the Kiss Country app. It's Kiss Country 93.
Dustin Lance going to be here March 2nd with Blake Shelton. Kiss Country 93.7. Gary and Bristol. The world's most famous radio game. Yeah. Prize-winning opportunity.
That's right. And it'll be a flurry of fun if you win this Louisiana Lottery prize pack.
The game is ticket trivia. We have a winner every day.
Amen.
Yesterday's winner knew the answer to this one. When people were asked to describe their spouse in one word, it was the number one response. What was that word? Stubborn, mule-headed, unrelenting.
Nobody would ever call you stubborn, my work husband. All right, here's today's ticket trivia question. 91 colleges all have the same nickname or mascot. What is it? 91 colleges all have the same nickname or mascot. What do you think that is? 725-KISS, 725-5477.
That's Lee Bryce, one of them girls. Yes, indeed. Merry Christmas. Kiss Country 93.7. Gary and Bristol, we're trying to get in your business this morning. Mm-hmm. People all over the world are complaining about Christmas bonuses or the lack thereof.
And then we hear stories like what we had this morning with What a Way to Start the Day, that the author, James Patterson, spent $300,000 this year sending out $500 Christmas bonuses to people who work in independent bookstores. They don't even work for him, and he's sending them bonuses.
Well, online people are venting about cheap and terrible holiday bonuses they got. A sales team that got a book on how to be better at sales. That's like giving your wife a membership to a gym or a diet.
Not
plan.
a good idea.
No. They also got a $10 Starbucks card. Cheesecake Factory workers given a cheesecake from Costco. They threw in a mandatory work party that costs money to attend, a $30 DoorDash voucher, and a subscription to a Jelly of the Month Club. Oh, yay. Clark Griswold is alive and well. One person said, "We were told we were getting nothing. Management's excuse was, well, not everyone celebrates Christmas, so it wouldn't be fair."
What? It's still an end-of-year bonus. It's your chance to write off some, income so you don't got to pay taxes.
I don't remember getting a Christmas bonus in at least 10 years. At least 10. And I'm certain that pretty much everybody is in that same boat. But if you get a Christmas bonus, we're doing a little comparative shopping for everybody. We want to know there is some light out there. If you get a Christmas bonus, What is it? How much do you get? We don't have to know the name of your company.
Right.
We would love to know what industry you work in.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get a Christmas bonus, however little or large, we want to know what that is.
Even if it's a gift card.
Sure. Yes.
Or Jelly of the Month.
No, Jelly of the Month doesn't count. I'm sorry. 725-5477. Do you get a Christmas bonus? If you do, we are jealous. 725-KISS. How much do you get?
Stick around. Just 15 more minutes. You won't believe what these two are going to do next. It's Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Thomas Rat T-shirt, Kiss Country 93.7. It's Gary and Bristol. People online, social media, all over the place, they are really venting about the cheap and terrible holiday bonuses they received. That included people that work for Cheesecake Factory. They were given a cheesecake from Costco.
Unbelievable.
Also, on top of that, a mandatory work party that costs money to attend. There was a $30 DoorDash voucher and a subscription to a Jelly of the Month club. Oh, yay. We want to know, did you get a Christmas bonus this year? We're just trying to, gather around the fire here. We want to know that, that there are some places out there that give Christmas bonuses, because we hadn't got one in years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah, I can't remember.
So do you get a Christmas bonus?
I get the bonus of coming back the next day for a job.
Wow, that is so generous.
We get the same one.
Yeah, that whole, like giving your wife a voucher or a gym membership?
Uh-huh.
No, it'd be like, as you're eating, giving her present, a new cookbook.
Oh, yeah.
That's rude, too.
Morning, Kiss Country. Okay, do you get a Christmas bonus?
Yes, I do.
And how much is it?
$1,000.
Wow. Every year?
Well, yes, and I've only been there for a year and a half now. So last Christmas was my first time, and I was only there 6 months, and I got $1,000. And then this year, again, I got $1,000.
So did you do cartwheels down the hallway or what?
Hey, I did. I just stayed on top of my job.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I wish y'all did, because before, this company I work for, they're the best. And before, I've never gotten anything like that in my whole life.
That's awesome. What type of work do you do?
It's a mortgage company, and also we rent houses, and I'm a rental account manager.
Fantastic. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to y'all.
Nothing puts the good in your morning like Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.
Shreveport Bossier's number one for new country. It's Kiss Country 93.7. We're Gary and Bristol. See, there are bonuses out there.
I'm depressed now.
There's Christmas bonuses out there. People are getting Christmas bonuses, and we're not in that crowd.
No.
People all online, social media, all complaining about they're either not getting a Christmas bonus at all, or they got a Jelly of the Month club subscription.
Someone says this will make them happy. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So do you get a Christmas bonus? If you do, are we talking good money or what? Do you get a bonus?
We do.
Wow. Okay, so how much of a bonus are we talking here?
Almost 4,000.
Do what?
She's pretty good when she gives out bonuses.
Wow.
Wow. So is this a locally owned company?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so when you get a bonus like that, is it based on the performance of the company, or is it just because I want to say Merry Christmas and I love you guys?
She does it because of that. And she also, during COVID, when everybody was locked down, she paid all of her employees full time.
Wow. Okay, are they hiring?
And then she had them only working 3 days a week. So, yeah.
What kind of work do you guys do?
It's plastics.
And this is, like Bristol said, a locally owned place. How many employees are we talking?
I think there's 12 at this one, and she has another one down in Baton Rouge.
Holy cow.
Wow, that's amazing.
She's awesome. I mean, she's just great.
Well, thank you. Merry Christmas. We're jealous.
Merry Have a good one.
Good morning, Kiss Country. Okay, do you get a Christmas bonus where you work?
Sort of.
Okay. How's that?
Okay, because like at the end of every year, they give you an incentive. For every hour you bill, they give you a couple dollars, right? And that lasts for the entire year. So if you show up and you do your job and you work, you get a bonus at the end of the year because they pay you for the hours that you worked for the year. But if you just show up to work and really don't care about coming other than showing up, and you don't make any time, you don't get a bonus at the end of the year.
Okay, so how much of a bonus? What's the bonus that you got this year?
$6,000.
Wow.
So it's a performance-based bonus, but it's a bonus nonetheless.
Yeah, so they make money off of you all year because you make them money, and they give you a percentage of that back at the end of the year.
Hey, that does not suck.
That doesn't break my heart.
And so this year they bumped us up, more per hour. So next year's bonus, you just make your own Christmas bonus pretty much.
Have you already spent yours?
Hell no, I ain't got it yet.
Look, Brian, someone else calling you, baby. It's Kiss Country 93.7. We are Gary and Bristol getting ready for your 60-minute music marathon. That's where Bristol will finally take a breath. We'll finally get her to
talk so much. Oh my gosh.
McCoy never gets a word in edgewise.
Really? Yeah. Want to let you know, though, today is another day that the Field of Dreams Park in Bossier is going to be closed. It's the one there on Hazel Jones.
And, it's because kids in Bossier Parish, today's the first day out of school, you might have thought, we're going to take them to the park.
Right.
No.
Well, they are going to do rubber resurfacing there, and they're going to clean and sanitize everything. It will be back open tomorrow.
This is Louisiana.
Oh, are you trying to say that?
Well.
Okay, whatever.
They say it'll be open tomorrow.
Yeah, well, they say a lot of things.
Almost as important as your morning coffee. It's Gary and Bristol, only on Kiss Country 93.7.
That boy can do it. Shreveport's on Jordan Davis. Tucson too late. It's new country for you. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. And tomorrow's Thursday. That means we're going to meet this week's recipient of the Kiss Country Caught in the Act Award.
So that's when we got to put it on you. You've got to make a nomination for us to be able to have someone to shower with all of this praise.
Hey, they get a $100 gift certificate to Silver Star. I mean, nothing says Merry Christmas like Silver Star.
Oh, my gosh. Now I'm going to be craving it all day.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
Silver Star, Silver Star, Silver Star.
I know, right? That steak salad is the bomb.
Okay, so if you've got somebody that you think we need to shine that light on, jump on your Kiss Country app and hit any of the little stories that say Caught in the Act there in the little search bar. Any of those is going to have a link in there that says, okay, push this button to nominate someone. And it could be that they do for animals, they do for kids, they do for other people. It might be that, that they have stepped up in your life and did something amazing there. We want to know about those kind of people. I mean, those are the real heroes of our community that make this an incredible place to live.
All right, get that done. MyKissCountry937.com or open up our free Kiss Country app.
We'll meet this week's recipient tomorrow morning.
Making that ride to work fun. Come on now, Junior, take a wild ride. It's Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.